Hello and welcome back to my discussion on CM Punk right now. As I obviously ended the last video, we were discussing the promo. The promo that CM Punk gave on Raw 3 weeks ago. The one where he tore into the WWE, got to make fun of the boss's children, suggested the day that Vince McMahon will die, and basically made himself the top guy in the company in everyone else's eyes. What you do not understand how big an impact the promo had. I had friends that they haven't watched wrestling since they were little kids come up and be like, was it a work or a shoot? Did he really mean what he say, or was that all set up? Now, here's my thoughts, having been a wrestling fan for a really long time. To me, it was one of those infamous worked shoots. For those of y'all who are not wrestling fans, a work is basically when when they give a promo and it's something completely scripted. It's made up by the company and they say, hey, here, just read this to everybody. That's a work. A shoot is when the person comes up with the promo on their own. They're basically maybe talking how they really feel. They just basically do their own thing, which unfortunately in this day and age is rare because of that PG-13 mindset. This is a mix of both. Basically, it seems like CM Punk, they just gave him a basic outline saying, hey, hit this, and then just go the rest of your way. We'll stop you if you go too far. And even if that wasn't the original intention, CM Punk is notorious for throwing a lot of promos away and doing his own thing, which definitely with the impact that this promo had, that is not a bad thing. This is a breath of fresh air to the PG-13 era of WWE. The biggest complaint I've always had is that they've never had any quote-unquote realistic villains in the WWE, or heels if in wrestling vernacular. They've always just seemed like basically being douchebags. Nobody that's really just been able to get the fans to just hate them. CM Punk has done that, and with guys like me, I see that and know what it is and love it. Another one that I'm going to try to find to put down there that's kind of connected to this is after he gave the promo, he ended up singing the Frank Sinatra song Chicago to Las Vegas. It is absolutely hilarious. I'm definitely going to try to post that as well as all the promos from this storyline. The thing I like about promos like this is that it basically forces the WWE to up their game, because they know that, oh, we've got a story that people have heard about, that this is going to draw in more people to watch the show. So the quality of the last few Raws have been great, and the people involved with this particular storyline have been forced to up their game. I'll talk about the other two besides CM Punk that are involved with storyline, since most of this video will be about CM Punk. I first want to get into John Cena. Obviously, this is a kind of a controversial character in the WWE universe in that he is the top guy, but a lot of people do not agree that he deserves that. To me, he's not my style of wrestler, but I do respect him. Basically, I won't buy a John Cena t-shirt, but if I had a kid, I wouldn't have any problem with him being a role model, or wearing their own shirts. I've had friends tell me that, and I definitely agree with that. One thing I will give credit to John Cena, though, is that when he is given his A-game in his promos, it is something magical. And definitely, I think John Cena watched the promo and was just like, I need to bring this to the next level. Because his promo was Vince McMahon on the Raw after the promo, and then his stuff on last night on Raw is some of the best stuff he's done in a good while. It kind of fell a little bit on the one last night, but definitely there was a real strong point to it. And then obviously the other character I need to bring up is Vince McMahon, which there is a strong rumor going around that they are going to use this angle to bring back a corporation faction. I've been hearing names like Alberto Del Rio. I've heard of Ted DiBiase. Some of the guys that have been kind of floundering in the WWE for a while, that they want to try to take everything to the next level. So definitely this is going to be interesting, but obviously we're not talking about Vince McMahon. We're not talking about Cena. The title of this video is CM Punk, so let's look at where this is going. Obviously, the next step we need to look with him having torn up the contract is Money in the Bank. What's going to happen at Money in the Bank? There's been several good rumors I heard, some that are kind of out there and some that would actually make sense. The strongest one I'm hearing is Chicago Screwjob. Obviously, real strong wrestling fans, and maybe not even those, know what the Montreal Screwjob is. This would be a planned screwjob as part of a storyline, not a legitimate screwjob. Basically, what it would do would be Vince would be backing up Cena to basically screw CM Punk out of the title. This one would definitely work in that one of the biggest complaints from a lot of Cena haters is that they want to see a heel turn. He's obviously shown all this time how he is as a face. He was a heel when he first started, but it just never clicked for any real reason, but obviously it's clicked since he's become a face. So I think a lot of people want to see how he would do as a heel. I really don't know if he'd do much better as a heel, and it'd be kind of a loose heel and would almost make no sense by this point, but oh well, whatever. So there's that angle. Then there's another thought of having CM Punk beat Cena, and then have the winner of the Raw Money in the Bank, which it's rumored it's going to be Alberto Del Rio, come out and basically turn in the Money in the Bank the same night he won it and beat CM Punk for the title, keeping him from leaving with the belt. Obviously, that would most definitely go with that corporation angle that I was just bringing up, so I'd love to see that. So definitely, Money in the Bank is probably, besides WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, all the big ones, is the must-view pay-per-view of the year due to this angle alone. So obviously with that, let's look at the next step. What is going to happen to Punk after this? There are several options. The most likely that I'm thinking is that he's probably already actually in the secret already signed a contract with the WWE. I've had a theory for a while that WWE does feed stories to these internet outlets just to kind of play on the knowledge that smarks know what's going on, so they kind of feed these little storyline things, especially with them giving the rule that if a WWE star has a Twitter account, they have to make all the postings in character. So I wouldn't put him beside them to have just fed the storyline that CM Punk wasn't re-signing when he actually is. Once again, I don't have anything to go on with that, but that's my thoughts on it. So obviously, but I do believe Punk's been going about 10 years now, and except for when he had that hip surgery earlier this year, he's never really gotten any really significant break. So I see him taking this time to sit back, drink a couple of Pepsis, just kind of take its time to himself. And then I see him coming back maybe at the Royal Rumble. I really don't see him missing WrestleMania, but still, that's going to be long enough to definitely give him that significant break, but still give them time to work on the follow-up to everything. But that's obviously not his only option. This would be a good point to go ahead and stop and go on to the next video. I don't have much more, so this should be my last one. We're going to look at his outside WWE options to see where he can possibly go.